what would you say your company makes annually a year?
I mean, we hitting almost 10 million, and we have flight too. So we just opened flight. So that's a big thing as well.
What's the projection for flight this year? Have you projected that out?
Not yet, because we're trying to figure out if we want to make it a speakeasy or an event place or, a place where you could turn up. So we're just trying to figure it out. But I feel like flight can easily do 2-3 million on its own.
For real, on its own.
On its own, yep.
So I'm curious, man, how are you handling a $10 million a year business?
Man.
What are some of from a practical standpoint, what are some of the obstacles that you have to get over? And it's like, my company is doing several millions, right? And no one taught me that success comes with expenses. And I knew I was going to have some expense, but I didn't know it was going to be expensive to be successful. And also, too, man, no one really taught me the headaches, the struggles that comes with success.
Yeah.
Everyone talked about if you fail, you're going to feel this. But no one said, hey, success, it's going to
break you down.
It is.
It's going to break you down, and you got to figure out who to put around you to build you up, to hold you, because you're responsible for so many lives now.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that pressure on you. So every day you wake up with this pressure that I have to take care of these people or I failed as a person. Because we have like places where we can fail that it doesn't affect people.
Right.
And then you can fail and it affect a lot of families, and then now you looking crazy.
Bro, how do you feel? How many employees you got total?
Man, I think it's over 200.
Over 200 employees?
We just opened a new, like one of the biggest nightclubs in Jamaica.
Yep.
It's a nightclub, restaurant, and lounge, and it's called Elevate.
Okay.
So we got 4 partners, me, Sarge, Lou, and Omar.
Yeah.
And we came together. Sarge had the vision. Lou brought me in, and he was just like, yo, we love your food. You like a kitchen genius. Lou, he said, yo, I'm a club genius. Sarge, like, I got the marketing.
Right.
Omar, like, I got the accountant, the HR.
Right.
This is the perfect team for success. And we all came together and we pulled it off. I was just like, wow, like, we're really doing this.
Wow.
And, nobody ever tell you about the taxes you're gonna pay.
Oh.
Because
they're gonna eat you.
They gonna get you.
Yeah.
And in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, you have to pay 50% of every employee tax.
Absolutely.
So if they owe 1,000, you pay 500, they pay 500.
Bro.
So when you saying your company is making 10 million, 15 million, you're spending all of that money on something. You might go into the new year with 300,000, 400,000.
That's
because
facts.
that's how it works. Because your accountant is gonna give you that call like, hey, what we doing?
Man, listen, when I hired my first W-2 employee, which was me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No one said there's a such thing as employee tax. I thought the employee paid taxes. So then when I go to, to pay myself, and then I see on my W-2 taxes coming out.
Yeah.
But then when I look on my company's form and it tells me employee tax, I'm like, wait.
Yeah.
I called Gusto, who's my provider.
Yeah.
I said, hey, whoa, you double charged me. She's like, what do you mean, sir? I'm the employee, so why are you charging me employee tax when I've already paid it out of my W-2 income? She said, no, the company has to pay taxes on top of everyone's salary.
Yep.
No one told me that.
Yep.
They said, go hire someone, which is why I be feeling, I was thinking this in my head. I was like, dang, I feel sorry for all of the bosses that I went back and said, hey, I want a pay raise. Because it's not just as simple as you going from 5 to 6. Technically, you're going from like $5 to $6,600.
Yeah.
Because you get the 6, they got to pay $600 on top of that 6,000.
Yep.
So it's like, bro,
They don't understand.
How do you feel? I'm curious. How do you feel? Because we have a lot of people watching this show.
Yeah.
And all of them they all want to be bosses.
Man.
But you got 200 families that depend on your every move. You have that weight of, if I make the wrong decision, it could impact 200
Or say the
families.
wrong thing.
Ooh.
Or be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Ooh.
Because, like you said, the weight is on you. It's your name. They don't care about nothing else. They like, yo, Chef JR was there. Kitchen Cray is a part of this. And then it just trickles down. And I seen it happen to a lot of big name chefs, and you know, they lost their whole empire over he say, she say, sexual harassment. Some of it might be true, some of it might not.
So recently I completed my full estate plan, and I'll be real with you, while it was an emotional journey, I can now sleep better knowing my family and loved ones will be taken care of. But did you know that according to a recent study, 60% of African American adults have life insurance, yet many of those policies may not provide enough coverage to fully protect families in the event of unexpected death. The gap in coverage is a significant concern for Black communities, as it can lead to financial hardship and jeopardize generational wealth building. And we definitely can't afford that within our particular community. Now, more than ever, it's crucial for African Americans to prioritize life insurance and estate planning. By doing so, you can ensure that your loved ones are well taken care of in the event of your passing, covering funeral and burial costs, paying off debts and mortgages, and providing income to help them build true and lasting wealth. So I am asking you, please do not leave your family's financial security to chance. I want you to get life insurance today with my friends over at Ethos by visiting anthonyoneal.com/life insurance for a free quote, or by clicking the link in today's show notes. I want you to protect your family's future and give yourself a peace of mind knowing that you have life insurance today. Hey, let's get back to today's show.
But yeah, it's crazy. And on top of employee taxes, because you could do payroll and they say, you know, it's a $10,000, but you're gonna pay 14,
right?
Because of the employee taxes.
Yep.
Then you got to worry about workers' comp taxes, unemployment taxes, family care taxes, property taxes, and profit taxes. So when you get in it, you have to sit down with your accountant and say, hey, what are my expenses if I do X, Y, Z? Because I met basketball players and football players, they come to my restaurant, yo, I'm about to get this $1 million deal. I'm about my mama house.
No, you ain't.
I'm like, that $1 million is gonna be more like 400,000.
Right,
and they're like, nah, it's gonna be. Then they come back like, yeah, you was right. I had to tell my mom I couldn't buy the house because they took 600,000 out my check.
Out the check.
And I see a lot of people on Instagram saying, you just make $300 a day and you'll have 100,000. And I'm just like, why are they lying to these people? Because they have to pay taxes.
Yes.
So they're really gonna have 60,000 instead of the 100.
Right.
So we gotta really teach people like, hey, in order to make 100,000 clean, this is what you need to bring in every day. Absolutely. And have like wiggle room so you can make that.
Yeah. And
so you can put some away and do some real estate plays, some stocks, some whatever you want to do to invest your money in and put it in the right account. Man, listen. Trust me, man,
I think a lot of it, I get it. Because I think a lot of people was like, oh, man, Anthony made X amount of dollars. No.
Yeah.
No. For me to make 100, technically, I need to make about 225.
Exactly.
If I want to make $100,000, I need to make 225. And it was so funny. We had Donald Miller on, who is the author of Story Brand. And then his new book is out, How to Build a Small Business. And he literally said, hey, for most self-employed people, to go buy a $20,000 car, he needs to make at least $50,000.
Yeah.
Because if he's going to do it legit and legal, right, he needs to make $50,000, pay taxes on that, and then after he pays taxes, he'll have about $20,000 to $25,000 to buy a car.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, oh, you made 50, go spend 50.
Nope.
It's never that easy.
It's never that. You got to say, I made 50. Who I gotta feed?
Yep.
All right, the IRS want to eat. This person want to eat. The rent got it. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So you just gotta divide it. And what I do, I just sit down with the accountant and just say, you know what? This is how much I want to bring home. Yes. What do I have to do? What number do I have to hit? Yeah. And then you just set goals with your team.
Ooh,
and
that's
then
good.
You ask the team, what you want to make?
Right.
Oh, you want to make 100,000 a year? All right, these are the goals you need to set to make 100,000 a year, because it's all about numbers. I don't care how good my food is. If the numbers don't come back right, guess what? We're shutting down. And we've been open for 6 years, and I feel like that's the difference between me and a lot of chefs is I love math. A lot of chefs love to cook. I like to cook, I love to cook, but I love math more.
That's good.
I love the numbers. That's why, like, when people ask me, what's your favorite thing to make? I say money.